Good evening to you. How was your day?
Very good.
Excellent.
Nice
excellent.
and chilly.
Yes. Well, you got to admit one thing's funny here in New England. Everyone says, "Oh my God, it's so cold. Oh my God, the snow is so bad." You kind of look and say, "You're living in Boston. Why is this a surprise?" So anyway, Jeff,
Yes?
shall we start the day off? Or evening off, I should say.
Yes. What's the hot topic?
The hot topic today is actually, last year was a really successful year, so we have a lot of people talking about doing philanthropic type of activities and starting to set up things, figuring out how they want to be able to engage in philanthropic giving and that type of thing. So I thought I'd just sort of give an overview of the options that you have. And this sort of becomes a question frequently of, do you want to be master of your own domain or a member of the dream team? So,
Ooh.
yeah, it's actually true. All Jerry Seinfeld jokes aside. I mean, basically, when you want to do large giving, the simplest giving is just giving the cash, which is nice, but people want to usually start setting up programs for how they want to do it, especially if they want to involve their families or others in the process. Basically setting up a structure for giving and doing philanthropy. There are two major ways of doing this. The first is the private foundation. The second is the donor-advised fund. And the interesting thing is that the donor-advised fund was not really prevalent about a decade ago, and it's really starting to grow now, and it's actually become a major industry for many of the financial firms. And sometimes it's a very good idea for people to sit back and think about what they want to do. Basically, both of them work the same way. Basically, you put in a large contribution into one of them, which doesn't immediately go to any particular charity. Rather, it becomes a pool of cash which then you can use to make subsequent gifts each year. With private foundations, you're obligated to give at least 5% a year of the net assets out in order to to avoid some negative tax aspects to it. Donor advised fund doesn't have that. So the question becomes, what are they? What's the difference between the two of them? And the private foundation is basically you are master of your own domain. Donor advised fund is you're part of a dream team. With a private foundation, you control it. It is yours. It is run by you. Basically, you get to maximize all the control you want to have. The donor-advised fund is a very different thing. Donor-advised fund is sort of you can become an adjunct fund of an existing charity. Essentially what happens is you make a current gift to a community foundation. And there are various ones that have been set up. There are some that are based out of Fidelity's grouping. There are those based out of Schwab, and there's those based out of the Boston Foundation here in Boston. And basically what happens is with a donor-advised fund, you put the funds in. You actually get the current deduction in the year of the gift. And then while you do not have legal control of the funds and where they're going, basically the community foundation will follow your instructions as to how to make the funds done.